What truly makes Jungkook the most beloved global idol of the year? Could his latest achievement change the landscape of K-pop forever? The emotional truth behind his Forbes Korea triumph is finally revealed. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime moment. Comment your feelings below, hit that like button, and subscribe now to support this unstoppable journey. How far can one star shine before the world has no choice but to stop and stare? How loud can a heartbeat echo when it belongs to millions around the globe? All synchronized by love, pride, and unwavering admiration. The name that continues to shatter ceilings, rewrite records, and move an entire generation is once again dominating headlines. Jungkook, the golden maknae of BTS, has officially been named the #1 most loved global idol of the year by Forbes Korea. But is this just another award to add to his infinite shelf? Or is there something deeper, something far more powerful that this moment represents? In a revelation that stunned fans and media alike, Forbes Korea dropped their much-anticipated annual list, crowning Jungkook at the top of the pyramid, not just as a Korean icon, but as a symbol of global admiration. From the bustling streets of Seoul to the neon lights of Times Square, from the cheers in São Paulo to the tears in Manila, the name Jungkook now resonates with a magnitude that borders on myth. But why now? Why this year? What silent force carried him beyond his peers, above expectations and into this unforgettable moment? Perhaps it was never about just the music. Perhaps it was never merely the flawless vocals, the hypnotic dance moves, or the artistic evolution that fans have followed breathlessly. Maybe what Forbes and the world saw was the essence of something intangible, a raw vulnerability wrapped in power, a fierce dedication softened by kindness, and an unwavering humility that refused to dim even as the spotlight intensified. Could this be why, despite all odds, Jungkook has claimed this title when no one else could? There's a reason the word congratulations is flooding every corner of social media, written in every language, shared with trembling hands and teary eyes. This wasn't just a win. It was a collective triumph for millions who have walked beside Jungkook since the very beginning. It was the sound of dreams being realized, of silent prayers being answered, and of a boy who once stood on a small stage in Busan, now standing at the pinnacle of global recognition. And yet the journey was never smooth. The pressures he carried, the criticisms he endured, the impossible expectations he faced, all became stepping stones on a path forged with grace and grit. Behind every perfect stage was a sleepless night. Behind every smile, a silent struggle. Behind every moment of glory, 1,000 sacrifices invisible to the eye. And still he rose, again and again, until the world couldn't look away. Forbes Korea didn't just choose an idol. They crowned a phenomenon, an artist whose influence stretches beyond charts and trophies, a human being whose sincerity becomes a beacon of comfort, a figure who, in the darkest hours of many lives, became a reason to keep going. Isn't it wild how someone who never asked for this kind of worship ended up earning the purest form of it? This title, this rank, this headline, it's more than just a badge of honor. It's a mirror held up to the world, reflecting what fans have always known, that Jungkook isn't merely loved, he is deeply cherished, respected, and needed. This recognition is not the end. It's a beginning, a spark that will ignite even bigger stories, bolder dreams, and more unforgettable moments. So what's next? Now that he's been officially named the idol, most loved by global festivals and audiences, will the doors to even greater opportunities swing wide open? Will the music world shift again to follow his lead? Will fashion brands, film directors, and world leaders continue to court him, seeing in him a bridge between cultures and a symbol of unity? Can you feel it, that electricity in the air? That hush before something monumental? Because even as the ink dries on the Forbes headline, fans across the world are already holding their breath, waiting for the next miracle Jungkook will deliver. And if history has taught us anything, it's that he always delivers more than expected. Jungkook isn't just a singer. He's not just a performer. He's a movement, a revolution in soft form, a message wrapped in melody, a soul that somehow feels like home to millions who've never even met him. And maybe that's what this title is really about. Not numbers, not votes, not popularity, but connection. A deep, unspoken bond between an artist and the world. Will you be part of what comes next? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. What does Jungkook mean to you? Share this story with fellow armies who need to hear it. Don't forget to smash that like button if your heart swelled reading this, and subscribe for more stories that prove that dreams, especially those chased with purity, really do come true. Are you truly ready for what lies ahead? Because as the world celebrates this momentous victory, there's an invisible tide shifting behind the scenes. A storm of anticipation building in the hearts of armies and industry watchers alike. This triumph isn't just a feather in Jungkook's cap. It's a signal, a warning, a prophecy that the world's brightest star is only getting started. And if this recognition by Forbes Korea is anything to go by, the next chapter of Jungkook's journey might just redefine what it means to be a global icon. Whispers are already growing louder, fans dissecting every gesture, every lyric, every movement of Jungkook since the announcement. Was his recent emotional live stream a clue? Was the tear glistening in his eye during his last performance a silent thank you? Was the simple black outfit he wore during a surprise airport appearance actually a message to stay grounded, even as the world lifts him sky high? There's a magnetic pull around him now, one that even the harshest critics can no longer resist. The fashion world is watching with sharpened attention. Music producers from across the globe are reportedly reaching out. International media outlets scramble for exclusive interviews. Every detail of Jungkook's life has become a mosaic of inspiration, and it's all converging into something bigger than anyone imagined. But beyond the headlines and accolades, there's one truth that cannot be ignored: the unwavering love of armies. This title belongs to them just as much as it belongs to him. For every stream, every vote, every sleepless night spent supporting him through scandals and silences, this win is a testament to the power of a fan base that refused to let go. And it's in that love where Jungkook finds his real strength. A kind of fuel that doesn't fade, no matter how blinding the spotlight gets. So where does Jungkook go from here? Does he launch a solo world tour to thank the global audience that placed him at the top? Does he surprise us with a cinematic project that showcases yet another side of his creativity? Or does he disappear quietly for a while, reflecting, preparing, and perfecting something even more extraordinary behind closed doors? With Jungkook, nothing is ever predictable, and that's what makes every move he makes feel like an event the world can't afford to miss. And now, as his name becomes forever etched in the Forbes Korea records, the question arises: who can even follow in his footsteps? Who has the range, the heart, the drive, and the soul to mirror the path he's carved out of thin air? The answer, more often than not, is no one. Because Jungkook isn't just a product of talent. He's a product of love, of scars, of countless moments stitched together by authenticity. That's the part the world has finally realized. And maybe what Forbes Korea really saw. The streets of Seoul have become louder. Billboards flash his face across every major city. Fans in every corner of the world gather in cafes, bedrooms, and fan events to celebrate a boy who became their pride. Children draw his smile with crayons. Grandmothers know his name from the news. Parents watch their children cry tears of joy because they see hope in his eyes. Can one person really mean this much to so many? Yes, when that person is Jungkook. Because it's not just about him winning. It's about what he represents. The courage to dream, the power to rise, and the beauty of staying kind when the world becomes cruel. He is living proof that vulnerability is not weakness, that sincerity is still powerful, and that a quiet heart can move mountains.